You found the root cause. Now comes the part that actually changes the organization, writing it up so people act, and running a review that produces real prevention. In this final lesson of month 1, we'll structure a blameless RCA report, build a diagnostic timeline, and turn findings into tracked, owned corrective actions. Here's the hard truth: your investigation only matters if other people can act on it. The RCA report is the actual deliverable of Tier 3 work. It converts your evidence into a decision the organization can make and a fix it can track. A brilliant diagnosis trapped inside your head changes nothing. And neither does one buried in 20 pages of raw logs. The write-up is the job, not an afterthought. Write top down, for the reader, not for yourself. The very first thing anyone sees is a tight executive summary: what happened, the measurable impact, the root cause, and the fix, all graspable in seconds, not pages. The detailed evidence comes later, for the people who need to dig in. Leadership and other teams should be able to read 4 lines and know exactly what to do. State the impact in concrete, measurable terms: the number of users affected, the duration, the work hours or revenue lost, whether there was data loss. Measurable impact is what lets leadership prioritize the corrective work proportionally and judge whether the cost of prevention is justified. Vague words like critical or severe don't help anyone decide. Numbers turn an incident into a business decision. Build a precise timeline with 3 markers: when the incident began, when it was detected, and when it was resolved. Splitting time to detect from time to resolve is diagnostic in itself. A long detection gap implicates your monitoring and alerting. A long resolution gap implicates your runbooks, your access, or your tooling. Those are completely different corrective actions, so separating them tells you where the time was actually lost. Use the vocabulary from this month. Separate the proximate cause, the immediate trigger, from the root cause, the systemic condition, and list any contributing factors that aligned. And if you couldn't actually prove the root cause, say so honestly. Give the most supported hypothesis with evidence for and against, what you ruled out, the mitigation in place, and what new data would confirm it. A bounded unknown preserves your credibility. False certainty destroys it the moment someone checks. Write blamelessly. Assume people acted reasonably with the information they had, and target the systems that allowed the failure. The tech forgot becomes the pipeline had no validation to catch a missing config. Blame culture hides information and guarantees the next recurrence. Then end with corrective actions that are smart, specific, measurable, owned, dated, and tracked with a ticket ID. Be more careful is not an action, it prevents nothing. The post-incident review is the meeting that turns your report into shared learning. Facilitated blamelessly, walk the timeline, confirm the causes, and spend every minute on what systemic change prevents recurrence, never on who did what. Assign each action an owner and a date, and make sure they're tracked all the way to closure. An incident with no closed actions is simply an incident you're going to have again. Recap and the close of month 1. The report is the deliverable, it converts your evidence into action. Lead with a tight summary and measurable impact, split detect from resolve in the timeline, name proximate cause, root cause, and contributing factors, write blamelessly, and end in smart, tracked actions. Your task: take your most complete investigation this month and write a 1-page RCA report in this structure, rewrite any blame into systems language, and draft a 30-minute blameless post-incident review agenda. That completes month 1. Excellent work.